Hey, and I start the recording with my nose that is running again. Great! I just wanted to record this, so as you can see, the lightning is absolutely horrendous because I'm shooting at night, which I usually try not to do because of that. But I had the inspiration. I have to deliver the message. The message will be delivered now. It's about jewelry making. Well, it's related, but I would say that it's more. It can encompass a more global, I guess, food for thought on the creative process and um, what being in an artistic field and embodies in a way. And because it's here are just my own thoughts, once again, only food for thoughts. I wanted to make this to make you ask yourself the question and come up with your own answers. But here's the thing. For a long time I was really kind of, well, I wouldn't say obsessed, but it was something that was really bothering me and I guess worrying me, to be evolving in a creative field and not knowing how to find my own visual identity through the jewelry making, and in essence how to have my unique blueprint that would differentiate me from any other jewelry maker out there, designer out there. And I guess it's a very global question when you think about it for every person who is in, like I say, in a creative field. And for a long time, I was really desperately looking for ways, trying and stuff, and trying different things, and trying to find concepts, and trying, like, yeah, multiple things. I tried quite a couple of things in the jewelry making field, and I just couldn't come up with something, and it was actually really kind of making me at some point, I even got resentful of making jewelry because of it. But then I was just a passage, a stage in it. And I think that the three main points I would like to highlight here when it comes to finding your own, in a way, identity, visual identity, artistic identity, shall I say, is that because I thought also, what did I was more thinking of painters and musicians, like the greatest painters and musicians from from this past century or so. What made them unique? What did they do to differentiate themselves from the rest? How did they kind of merge out of the sea of people that wanted to like be as kind of renowned and as productive in a way as them? And I came up with three things that I'm going to say now. So first, work, consistency, perseverance, and we don't realize because we most of the time we see the finishing product, the final product, and we don't actually know how much years of preparation and the whole process of learning the craft that takes decades, and I think, yeah, we really underestimate the amount of work required not to finish the given pieces that are in front of your eyes, or the painting, but all the years prior to that, to kind of ingrain in the brain enough wisdom and knowledge to be able to come up with this. And the second thing is the drive. When I wrote it down this time because I forgot half of it anyway. What are you the drive? Why are you doing it for? What are you doing it for, rather? Because I've came to realize too that you have to know why you're doing those things those things in life. No, but I mean, for instance, for the jewelry, why are you doing what you're doing? Because I realized that you can lie to yourself for a while if you're not really being authentic and honest with your real purpose and your real goals. But at some point, just like a car, the gasoline, the bar of the thing will go down to zero and you will have no more energy to keep going, because if you didn't have really clear intentions to begin with, and you were not really straightforward to begin with, there's a great probability that you will be cut dry because you perhaps haven't done it for the right reasons. Whatever the work is, whatever the final product is. And I think it's more a long-term thing that you can see only through a certain amount of time. And I went through this myself, and I realized that I had done it for the wrong reasons. Some stuff when it comes to jewelry making. So yeah, And the last thing is the most important part. I realized that you actually, or I guess you're in the right track, heading in the right direction when you stop asking yourself the question. When you stop, you just let go and you stop asking yourself the question, do I have my own visual identity? Do I have my own kind of blueprint? That is a kind of good indicator that you might actually be getting there, or you have already gotten there, you just weren't aware of it. I think that's a big sign. That's the main thing I thought about tonight, and that's why I wanted to record this. When you stop asking the questions, well, the question, it's a sign that you already answered, perhaps even a long time ago. I just see it as somebody just waiting for the train, asking, thinking, intellectualizing everything, blah, blah, blah. And without realizing it, he actually goes in the train and he's still in his head, and he opens his eyes and he realizes that the train is already on track and is already moving, and it's been moving for a while. So that's how I was visualizing it. When you stop asking yourself the question, maybe it's because you finally came to this point where you realize that the question doesn't have to be asked anymore, or you past that. So I'm going to stop there because I can babble on for a long time, but yeah, that was just food for thought about the creative process, how to have your own visual kind of identity, when you stop asking the question, when you stop asking yourself. Anyway, that's it for me. I'll see you around for another recording. I don't record a lot in English because I don't really have to, because, Anyway, so, yeah, I'll see you around for another video. Bye!